The heck happened there? Hey, everybody, welcome to another episode of Northern Countdown. I am none other than your friendly neighborhood soda, joined as always by Ben Rayner, and today, Master 50. How are you guys doing? If he wants to wake up from his nap.
Hello. Literally did. Okay. Did not plan that. But, okay. Did not plan that. Well, as always, next week.
It adds to the charm. How you guys doing this morning?
Doing well. Looking forward to this one. This one is challenging for me.
Longest morning I ever had.
Which for you is night. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, it's what, like 8 o'clock at night for you?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Well, anyways, we're not here to talk about what time zone 50 Shades of Geek is in. We are here to talk about Star Wars characters. So because this is your list, 50, if you wouldn't mind introducing it.
Okay, so since Ben had an incredible, wonderful topic a couple of weeks ago, top 5 characters / cameos you want to see in the upcoming Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, and then Soda then just upped the ante by doing the same thing, but for the Flash movie, I decided to make these two guys work for this one. So I decided top 5 characters you want to see in any of the upcoming Disney Plus Star Wars shows. So specifically, Obi-Wan, Mando Season 3, Ahsoka, and
Andor.
Potentially, Andor, Acolyte, potentially Bad Batch Season 2, whatever other... I think there's a Lando series that was confirmed at one point or another or something like that. So yeah, any one of those. My one caveat, aside from, they have to be Star Wars characters, duh, but my one caveat is you can't choose a character that has already appeared in any of the other Disney Plus Star Wars shows. Specifically Disney Plus, so no Book of Boba Fett, previous Mando seasons, and Bad Batch. So Clone Wars and Rebels, Resistance, prequels, sequel trilogy, all that, everything goes, just not the previously released Disney Plus Star Wars shows.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting list. I thought it would be harder than it was going to be, and turns out it wasn't as hard as I thought.
All right.
Well, that's just me.
Shall we get down to my number 5?
So that's a start off. Sorry, what was that, Ben?
I was going to say, why not 50? Why don't you kick it off?
Okay, so mine's a bit obvious, but Star Killer.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a punt by any chance?
Sorry, what was that?
Is this a punt by any chance?
No, it was. You know what? I'll say it's an honorable mention because the one that did cross my mind. So I do have an honorable mention.
Okay, so obviously Sam Witwer, he's already way involved in Star Wars, so there's that. Plus, they named Starkiller Base after the character.
Mm-hmm.
They named Galen Erso in Rogue One after the character's real name, Galen Merrick. Yeah, so now obviously it's a Legends character, so but the concept of this character, it's basically an evil Luke. It's like what would have happened if Luke joined his father on that fateful day on Cloud City, where he reached out his hand and told him, "Join me and together we can rule the galaxy as father and son." It's like Vader's son.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of. And obviously there's a great story behind him, and there's a big tragedy there. Now, as far as where, or rather which show I can see him in, because it's so incredibly unlikely that we will get to see him, it can be either in Obi-Wan, because we do know Vader's going to be in Obi-Wan.
Mm-hmm.
We did see Ahsoka Ben, sorry, Soda, did you see the Book of Boba Fett? I spoiled it for you.
Go ahead. I'm fine with spoilers.
Yeah, we already saw Ahsoka having a conversation with Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, that's one I couldn't avoid, so I didn't care.
Might as well have a conversation with evil Luke Skywalker. I mean, I doubt it's gonna fit in Mando, but I mean, yeah, that sort of goes. So yeah, I can see Starkiller in any one of those three. Yeah.
I was trying to find
that. We don't want a repeat of what happened last Thursday with me.
What happened?
It's a good thing you don't remember.
Yeah, weed, folks. It's a powerful drug. It fucks up your mind even when you quit.
Yeah. So Ben, if you wanna.
It's a great pick. I really don't know that much about that character.
Mm-hmm.
I like Sam Witwer, so yeah, bring him on. I think go for it.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I don't know. I think I think that one might be a longer shot, probably because he's already playing Darth Maul. But that's just a voice only, though.
I think the fact that he is playing Darth Maul gives more credibility to the fact. Because let's not forget, he's not just playing Maul; he's also sort of voicing Palpatine.
That's true.
And some of the other stuff.
That's true.
And there was like a couple of, I think there was one episode of the Clone Wars where he was basically Palpatine was fighting Maul, and Sam Witwer was voicing both of them.
Mm.
Obviously, you'll have to ask Taco or Gold Leader or someone because I think Palpatine and Clone Wars had several voice actors before they settled on.
They did, yeah. That I do know.
But I don't remember if he was voicing him in that particular episode. But I mean, hey, one could dream. One could.
Hi, 50s mom.
I miss his mom.
So is that it for your number 5 there, 50?
Yep.
All right, Benny. Old Ben Kenobi.
Basic bits I am, because there's one person or creature I want to see in number 5, and that is Yoda. Talking with Obi-Wan, helping him to communicate with Qui-Gon Jinn.
If there's any series he would probably appear in, it would be that one.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great pick. I don't want to be down on your pick. It's just, personally, I think it's pretty much of a given that he's going to be there. And 2, as low as number 5, Ben, for Yoda?
Well, okay, I'm actually going to... This actually kind of ties into my number 5 as well. And the reason... I wonder if Ben put it there as the same reason as mine is because it's the most likely out of all of these to happen.
Yeah.
That's why my number 5 is where it is. It's for that reason, because it's the most likely for it to happen.
Okay, I can see that. Because if you read some of the tie-in novels, I think it's from a certain point of view, Yoda and Obi-Wan were actually in communication with one another like all the time.
And by the way, read those books. They're so good.
Yeah. And also Yoda did not like the idea of Obi-Wan training Luke. He wanted to train Leia.
Mm-hmm.
In those books.
Yeah. So I'm with Ben. I would actually like to see that in some form or another play out if we do get it.
What's your number 5?
So this is why it ties into Ben's, is because mine is likely to happen. It's Qui-Gon as a Force Ghost in the Obi-Wan series, right? Because like I said, it's likely to happen, and you would have to assume if Obi-Wan is trying to learn ways of the Force, who better to teach him about it than the person who's already cracked the code? Qui-Gon. You're muted.
Sorry, I was doing something else. I thought for a second that we heard Qui-Gon's voice in the Obi-Wan trailer, but after rewatching it, it's like, no, it's Obi-Wan. But it's clearly Obi-Wan speaking to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Who is he talking to?
Yeah, and
You
we
know?
know he's come back because he has recorded dialogue for Star Wars in the past, and I'm talking about Liam Neeson. So I mean, it is
Yeah.
possible.
Liam Neeson is like he wants Liam Neeson's. Yeah,
Yeah.
Liam Neeson wants to come back.
Yeah,
Like he did for the Tartakovsky Star Wars series. He did it for the Clone Wars.
yep.
He did that.
And
Liam
he even
Neeson
came
wants
back
to do
for.
something.
Didn't you hear his voice in episode 2?
Yeah, Attack of the Clones.
Where he's like,
yes,
Anakin,
no.
No.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
one of those
obviously,
things you miss it.
it goes without saying. He was in the final scene moment in Rise of Skywalker with all the other Jedi.
Which I know people shit on that. My favorite scene in the whole movie. It's when like all the freaking Jedi are talking to Rey. And you're like, yeah, go Gungan.
Anyway, okay, I rather it have been Force Ghost.
Me
for
too.
that. Well, I say Force Ghost for like I think the Force Ghost will probably work better here.
Okay, I have a question for you guys. Who wants to come back more? Liam Neeson or Samuel L. Jackson as Mace Windu?
That's another person I didn't even think to put on my fucking list.
Me neither.
Honestly, I'd probably say for me, I'd say Sam Jackson because I knew he wanted to come back. I wasn't 100% sure about Liam Neeson.
I think Liam Neeson is more likely to come back. I don't see Sam Jackson coming back.
Yeah, but do you guys ever have this feeling that Sam Jackson might be regretting
No,
playing
he's
Mace
actually
Windu?
said he wants to come back.
Oh, okay.
He's actually said it in interviews. He wants to come back. If they
Okay.
can find a way, he'll do it.
I mean,
Yep.
he's called Mace Windu for a reason
Ah,
because he
I
got
mean,
thrown
the
out
dude
of one.
specifically requested a purple lightsaber. I'm sure he does have a love for Star Wars.
Yep.
All right, 50. What is your number 4?
Okay, another video game character, Cal Kestis from
Okay.
Yeah.
Jedi Fallen Order.
Great game. Great game.
Now, clearly not going to be in Obi-Wan for obvious reasons. I can, however, see him in Mando because we have seen some Jedi-type characters appear in Mando, like obviously Ahsoka, and him and Mando kind of have a bit of a similar thing. Like they're sort of like a warrior without a cause
Yeah.
now because Mando for pretty much his entire life he followed a certain code, certain creed, just like Cal Kestis did with the Jedi, and then suddenly through no fault of his own he sort of lost his way
Mm-hmm.
and sort of found a new purpose. For Mando, it was this guy standing right there, Baby Yoda, Grogu. And for Cal Kestis, it was the crew that the new family he acquired for himself over the course of the video game. And we still don't know what happens in Jedi Fallen Order 2, which is confirmed to be happening.
Nice.
So who knows? And obviously we don't know if Cal Kestis survives past the point.
Well, that's the thing I was going to ask, because I mean, the game takes place between prequel and original trilogy, and obviously Mando's the original and sequel. So it's like, yeah, would he have survived? Yeah, that's it. I like that.
Yeah, so because, and here's why I'm asking this, because Yoda specifically says, "When gone am I, the last of the Jedi will you be?" Now, obviously, we know Ahsoka's still around at that time.
Mm-hmm. But she's not a Jedi.
But she doesn't consider herself a Jedi. Does Cal consider himself a Jedi? Because and the way the video game ends, he sort of goes rogue by the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I guess it's sort of a side note to my on one of my honorable mentions. But Quinlan Voss, I don't think we know what happens to him if he's still around post Order 66. So
that's right. Well, that would be interesting. I never thought about him. Fun game though. My type of those type of games are my type of games. I love those.
Yeah, I mean, I get why people got mad at the game because
It's
there's
Star
a
Wars and
lot-
people getting mad. You don't say.
Yeah, really, never heard of that before.
it's the 2010 late 2010s
Yeah.
and people getting mad. And a video game, no less.
Mm.
But yeah, I get it. There's a lot of annoying puzzles in the game. I get it. There's a lot of
Yeah.
killing animals in the game. And animals that want to kill you too, but still. So yeah, I get some of the frustrations, but underneath all of that, it's a great story and a great character build up, and it's great world building to an already well-built universe. I don't think that's a proper phrase, but a well-built universe that is Star Wars.
I should go back and actually finish that game. I never finished it.
You never finished it?
No, I started playing and I just put it aside. I never went back and finished it, but kind of getting it.
I finished it, but I never went back to revisit it.
Yeah.
After I finish it, maybe it's something I should, because I'm always that type of guy that like there's a lot of these lore stuff in the game, like journal entries about here's a 5 paragraphs about this character or this material or this planet, and I always stop the game to read it. That's what I did with the original Force Unleashed game. That's what I did when I used to play the Old Republic game. For some reason, with this game specifically, I was like, nah, I'll read it later, and I never did. So kind of owe myself that.
No, maybe it's time.
Yeah, the time has come.
All right, Ben, what's your number 4?
Another one that I can see likely happening in Obi-Wan. I think we heard Jimmy Smith is going to be in it.
That's also my number 4. Funny enough, is
No.
Organa.
I want to hear Young Leia.
Oh, okay. Can I tie mine into that as well? Because mine is Bail Organa for number 4 in Obi-Wan.
I guess, yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm with you. I think because my rationale for that is you would think Obi-Wan would be keeping an eye out on young Leia as well. So I mean, it would perfectly tie into yours to see a young Leia, and I actually would like that as well. And Millie Bobby Brown's available, folks.
Well, he hasn't been on for this point. He remember, he really been 10.
I'm not too old. He's not too old. For this role specifically.
Okay, no, I get what you mean, because the actor that got to play young Luke looks pretty damn young.
Oh.
Yeah.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of which, we do see young Leia in the first Force Unleashed game. Just saying.
But yeah, no, I'm with you. Actually, yeah, I would slightly change mine to young Leia. I think that would be kind of cool. We get young Luke. Why not get young Leia and then throw in Obi-Wan with it as well?
And we do know Obi-Wan leaves Tatooine at one point.
Yeah. So that's another one that could actually be likely, if I'm being honest. Young Leia. I think that'd be fun. Like I'm really looking forward to Obi-Wan because it is my favorite Star Wars character, and I know people are like, "Oh, leave that stuff alone." Fuck no, give me more of that shit.
I'll tell you this what I'm telling everyone. It has a potential to be the best Star Wars since Return of the Jedi. In my opinion.
It's Force Awakens, but that's just me.
I mean,
I'm a Force Awakens guy. I'm sorry, that's in my.
It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a little tough to top Revenge of the Sith, but you know.
Maybe since some prequels.
I think it has the best series.
What?
I think it has potential to be the best series for sure.
I mean, we can sit here and debate on how much we love Star Wars all day.
When is Obi-Wan dropping again? It's coming up pretty soon.
2 months from today. No, 2 months from yesterday.
Yes. Can't wait.
And you know what else? Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga is in about a week from now.
Hi, Jess.
Hey, Jess. Yes, Rogue One. Rogue One.
That's my favorite.
Star Wars. I was going to mention that, but Jess beat me to it.
That's my favorite Disney Star Wars movie.
It's
Me
up there
too.
for sure.
I agree. Yeah,
Definitely up there.
that's my second favorite Star Wars movie.
Behind which one?
Revenge of the Sith. I just said.
Oh, okay.
That's your number one of all time?
Well, yes, it is.
Wow.
Nice. Mine's A New Hope.
It's my number three.
Okay, so yours was Leia, and I tied mine in with Bale for the same show. So 50, what is your number 3?
Kira
Ooh. I
from
like that.
Solo, because they left a massive dangling thread at the end of that movie. And I know that Solo was like, what was it, like 2 hours ish? But as soon as Maul shows up, I'm like, wait, that's the end of the movie. You can't end the movie there. There's got to be another hour to this movie. We got to see what else. We got to see what Maul's been up to with it since Clone Wars and whatnot. So yeah, I just, first of all, Kira, underrated character in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, Solo. Shut up. Solo, an underrated movie. And Kira's one of the better characters in that movie. Now, obviously, the Han character in the movie, you can kind of take it or leave it. Kira, I think, does not get enough attention, especially if you read what was the Last Shot or something like that. It's just sort of a prequel to Solo. It's basically young Solo and young Kira, and a third character, I can't remember his name, but yeah, it's basically them as younger children on the streets of Corellia, doing missions for Lady Proxima. I mean, Kira's got a really good head on her shoulders, and we can see it in Solo. And one of the big things that frustrated me is people were like she betrayed Han, she betrayed Dryden Voss to further her own gains and further her own agendas. No. She sort of left Han not because she wanted him out of her business, because she was protecting him, because she still, despite everything, she cares about him, and she knows he does not want to mess with Maul. He does not want to get involved with Crimson Dawn's later operations and whatever syndicate Maul is running now. She knows he wouldn't really last much long, and especially considering it's the Han character we saw in that movie. She knows he wouldn't last much long, so she was doing him a favor by taking it on herself. And they just introduced a new storyline in the comics recently, specifically about Crimson Dawn, that could potentially tie in with the character of Kira. And obviously, as far as where this could happen, it's gotta be Obi-Wan, because spoiler alert, Maul's dead by the end of Rebels. Obi-Wan kills him.
Not necessarily.
By the end of Rebels,
By the end of Rebels, Ben.
he's dead.
No. But she couldn't show up in Lando. Why not?
What?
He could show up in
You're
Lando.
talking about Kira or Maul?
Kira.
Oh! I thought you were thinking about Maul for a second. We're like, he died.
Yeah, I was like, what? But yeah,
when will Lando take place?
First off, Lando's never been confirmed, so I don't know why we're talking like it's been confirmed.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, but could show up in Mando, not Lando, Mando, because Mando's still technically a bounty hunter, and we did see the Pikes in Book of Boba Fett, and we know the Pikes worked alongside Darth Maul at one point. Maybe the syndicate's still sort of there. I mean, obviously, clearly, something happened to Maul to leave that world behind, because by the time we see him on Malachor in Rebels, he's disheveled and he's lost everything. Maybe Kira did something to him, and maybe Kira's now running the shots.
Maybe
we can see an older. Obviously, there would have to be an older Kira to show up in Mando. That's why I'm saying Obi-Wan, because it still matches up with Emilia Clarke's age.
Mhm.
But
Plus, who wouldn't want to see more Emilia Clarke? Like, she's just brilliant.
yeah, and TV is where she really shines,
Yeah, exactly.
as opposed to movies, apparently.
All right, Ben.
Okay, so
Your
my
number 3.
number 3 is going to be an Andor. Somebody who's connected to the Empire. Palpatine. Give me Palpatine and Andor.
Nice. Yeah, no, I probably, yeah, I'm with you. Give me as much Palpatine as we can get.
I mean, it does make sense to see him in Obi-Wan.
Yeah,
No,
it's true. That would be the most likely one he would appear in. Yeah.
in Obi-Wan.
Well, yeah, because remember, we got Vader, and at the time, Vader is Palpatine.
Yeah, okay.
And I mean, like, what we don't really know when. At least we don't. Do we know when Obi-Wan's taking place?
Yeah, 10 years after Sith.
Right. So I mean, yeah. So I mean, Vader is still not fully like the Vader we see in the movies yet.
Yeah,
Which
he's
is something
still
they do touch on in the
still
comics.
testing himself like the Vader in the Vader comics.
But yeah, I would of course give me more Palpatine any day. Any more
Yeah.
reason to see Ian McDiarmid.
Yeah, Ian McDiarmid.
Yeah. Unlimited power.
Unlimited power.
Execute Order 66.
Speaking of which, did you see Alex Damon's Twitter post yesterday?
Yeah,
So-
that was.
God, did you see it, 50? So he's at a restaurant and they gave him the order number and it was order 66.
Don't you just love it when these things happen? And
Yeah.
speaking of which, did you see the new trailer for Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker
Not-
Saga?
Not yet. Not yet.
Okay, I'm
I
not
want-
going to spoil that
I
one.
want your reaction for it.
Yeah, because I already did it yesterday. It's called Darkness Rising or something like that. It's Darkness Rises. It's worth the watch.
Okay. I will, because I'm looking forward to that game. I'm really looking forward to that game.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so my number 3 is also a character from Solo, and I would like them to appear in Andor, because I think it's likely these two could have crossed paths. And Fist Nest.
Ooh, I like her.
Yeah, I like the actress. I think she did a really good job in this, and she did a good job in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And I just want to see more of her, because I feel like that is the type of character that would probably run in a similar circle to Cassian Andor or something adjacent like that. I think she could kind of fit into there. I think it'd be kind of fun to bring that character back, see more of her.
She's already part of a Disney family.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I think we talked off camera about how I really did not like her in Falcon and Winter Soldier for personal reasons,
Mhm.
but her character in Falcon and Winter Soldier is basically just her character in Solo and Fist Nest without the cool name and without the cool costume.
It's a descendant.
Yeah. So, and obviously, if that happens, and if the Cloud Riders are also with her in Andor, this means we can see Warwick Davis again, and I'll never say no to that.
Yeah, it's not Star Wars without Warwick, is it?
Yeah.
Nope, it's not.
I'm surprised they didn't. Well, maybe they convinced him to do something for either Mando or Boba Fett that we didn't know of.
Maybe.
But I'm surprised we didn't. I mean, if it's Warwick Davis, you would assume they would make it obvious that it's Warwick Davis and a Star Wars property.
Yeah, just freeze frame. Warwick Davis, folks. Arrow.
It's like Stan Lee's cameo in Teen Titans Go to the Movies. He's like, he grabs the camera, is like, "Hey, folks, Stan Lee here, making my subtle cameo."
No, the last thing he did in Star Wars was Rise of Skywalker, when he reprised his role as Wicket. Yeah. But yeah, no, I wouldn't mind seeing more of those riders. I think it'd be kind of fun, because, like you said, there's a lot of loose threads that were kind of left up with Solo, which I'm actually due for a rewatch. I haven't seen that in a long time.
Me too.
I think
I don't know if I've seen it since theaters.
Yeah, me neither, actually.
Me too.
Yeah.
I need to fix that.
Yeah. Hey,
I've been
watch
planning-
along.
No,
Yeah.
I don't know if watch along because I've been planning for a very long time, and if Disney keeps adding new shows, I don't know when I'll have the time to do it. But I've been planning for a long time, just do a full chronological watch of just Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, all of Clone Wars, Revenge of the Sith. Well, I guess now it would be the Bad Batch,
Mhm.
Obi-Wan, Rebels, New Hope. No, sorry, Rebels, Rogue One, New Hope, Empire, Return of the Jedi, Mando, Book of Boba Fett, Resistance, ugh, uh, 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 Force Awakens, Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker.
You're a
And I guess-
braver man than I am. I don't think I could ever do that.
Did I
Yeah,
mention? Did I also mention I watched every season of Doctor Who twice?
Yes. Oh
I'm
yeah.
planning to do it again a third time.
Yeah.
Did I mention that? Did I
multiple
mention I
times.
started watching the Pokemon anime from episode 1?
Yeah, you're Jesus. You're crazy. You're crazy.
I'm me psycho.
Hmm. Speaking of which, Psycho. What's your number 2?
This one I actually have an image for.
Uh-oh.
Dr.
Afra.
Aphra. Yeah,
That would be fun.
a tragically underutilized character in live action.
Mhm.
She's great in the comic. She was great in the Vader comics. So good that they give her own standalone series. And spoiler alert, she survived Vader, and now she's doing stuff on her own. And also, that's by the way, that's where we saw Black Chrysanthemum, who also showed up in Book of Boba Fett. And side note, I would also love to see BT1. Sorry, BT1 and 000, because they're amazing. They're crazy good, and I love them. They're just basically evil C-3PO and R2-D2.
Yeah, I think that would be a lot of fun to see that on screen. I think you can
And
get the right
it's
people
hard.
writing it.
The comedy potential could be enormous. Time frame wise, I can see her in Mando,
Mhm.
or maybe she cross paths with Ahsoka, because I mean Ahsoka and her kind of have an axe to grind with Vader.
True, but also when she appears in the comics, that is during like the years between Sith and New Hope, right?
No, it's in the years. It's when she first appears. It's after New Hope.
Oh, okay.
Her initial mission with Vader takes place in the 3 years between New Hope and Empire.
Okay, I wasn't clear on that because I was like, oh, she probably could end up in Obi-Wan, but if that's the case, no. I think she would fit in great in Mando.
Yep.
And look, guys, we talked about BT1 and 000 being evil C-3PO and R2-D2. She's basically evil River Song when you
Right.
think about it. Either River Song or Bernice Summerfield. She's an archaeologist. She's kind of like a crazy Indiana Jones type character.
I like that.
So, yeah. Think about that in the context of Star Wars. She's searching for Jedi and Sith artifacts. Well, she stumbles upon Jedi and Sith artifacts. She's just searching for artifacts. Period. End of sentence. That they don't belong in a museum. She wants to keep it for herself.
So she's more Belloc.
Yeah. Closer to Belloc.
Yeah, I like that. I actually
I
really
just
like
hope she doesn't. I just hope she doesn't find something that melts her face at the end. But okay. And obviously that's a character that could that deserves her own standalone series. So
Mhm.
maybe there's a certain thing that happens with Disney that a character shows up in this show, whoops, they get their own series. So maybe if she shows up in one of those series, it can lead into that.
It's possible, and she is popular enough to warrant her own series.
Yeah, she's I believe she's reached a certain level of popularity that even Star Wars fans who don't invest in comics and stuff know
Mhm.
about her.
Yeah, they know the name.
Yeah.
Yep.
And she's got really cool tattoos, as evidenced by Marie Wilson.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I would be down for an Afro series. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I didn't read too much of the comics, but I remember reading when she started, and I really enjoyed it.
And she also, I believe, she had a run-in with Dr. Evazan at one point, and Ponda Baba.
And
They are
for
wanted on 12.
for the
They have the death
newbies in the comments in the show, who?
Who?
Who's the first guy?
Dr. Cornelius Evazan. He's a wanted man. He's got the death sentence on 12 systems.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
That guy. Oh, that guy. Okay,
He
okay.
showed up in the comics.
Right,
And
right.
also, added bonus, she's also an LGBTQ character.
Which I knew that as well. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, the first in Star Wars.
First that come to my mind.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe they put someone in Star Wars, in Rebels or Clone Wars before the comics came up, but who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, I think she. You know what? I think she's due for a series. If any one of the new people introduced in the comics to be more likely, I think it'd be her.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, Ben.
Well, again, it's basic, but after seeing Ahsoka and Luke in Boba Fett, I want a scene in Ahsoka with Anakin, Ahsoka, and Luke. I want to see that conversation happen.
That would be interesting. I mean, they did get Hayden Christensen back, so that would be
I mean,
interesting.
it does kind of break the rules a little bit because
How
we know.
many times has Star Wars has done that?
No, I mean,
no.
no. It's breaking the rules of the top 5 list because we know Hayden Christensen is going to be an Obi-Wan.
No, he's Darth Vader. That's Darth Vader, though. He's talking Anakin. Splitting hairs here. Let's
And no, we know for a fact Anakin is going to be in Ahsoka. So we don't know Luke is going to be in Ahsoka.
Right.
But we already saw Luke in Mando and Boba Fett. The rules of the rules that I set up for. Why when I break the rules, people yell at me.
Well, no, you know what? Fine, I'm putting the rules. But you know what? Take that thing out. I'll put Salacious Crumb in.
Salacious Crumb, the Force Ghost.
Yeah, give me Salacious Crumb and here, give me him and Obi-Wan. I'll be happy with that.
Oh man. Hold on.
I mean, yeah, Obi-Wan does make sense because Jabba's still alive.
Yeah, that's true.
And now I don't have any more honorable mentions. Shut up.
I was trying to find the old Crumb picture that's on here, but I guess I don't have it anymore. So mine is a character that I know a lot of people actually would like to see make their appearance in live action, and I actually wrote down put her in any show, but I think it would make more sense in Mando. Give me Hera Syndulla in live action.
Now, I wanted to have Hera, but it does break the rules because she did appear in Bad Batch as a younger version of herself.
Did not know that because I never watched the Bad Batch.
Yeah, that's why she's not on my list because she already, yeah. But it's okay. You weren't told.
Well, but also here's the thing though. I want her in live action. I don't want her in animated. We've got her.
I agree. But yeah. But
So
just
that's
like
one thing, like give me because I want to see that search for Ezra, and if anything, it could potentially transfer cross streams with the era of the Mando. So I mean, that's what I want to see, like a one-off episode where Mando or whoever runs into Hera and Sabine, because we do know they went off to searching for Ezra together. I just want to see a continuation of that, see where they're at. You never know.
And wasn't Sabine confirmed for Ahsoka? but we just don't know the actress.
I think so.
Yeah.
So yeah, then I guess Hera. Actually, I guess it would make more sense in Ahsoka than in Mando, wouldn't it? If we had to have Hera there.
She it will make more sense because they know each other. And for Mando, I mean, remember, Mando keeps running into these lower level Republic people. At this point, Hera's like a general, and she's too busy rebuilding, building the New Republic at that point in time.
That's fair. So okay, change out, forget Mando, put her in. I want to see her in the Ahsoka series, at least just one episode. Like I said, just the search for Ezra, because again, Ezra also has that tie to Ahsoka, so you could do that as well, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's do the honorable mentions, which I will say I just had the one which I had at the beginning of the show, Starkiller.
Okay.
50. Any for you?
Well, Salacious Crumb and Quinlan Voss, which were already mentioned, and also Exar Kun. Because if for no other reason, then I think it's definitely going to give someone we all know and love something to talk about.
I can't believe you dug that one out. Jeez, that's funny. Shout out to Taco. He just launched his YouTube channel the other day with a return episode of Let's Talk About Star Wars. So check that out, folks. Marie Wilson, new co-host. All right, Ben, what about you for honorable mentions?
Well, I wanted Crumb, but he's my number 2, so if I can give me Han Solo in a brief shot in Mandalorian episode.
That actually could work. I can see that. Yeah.
Actually, you know, it'd be Mando would be fun, but you know, it would be even funner if it was in Book of Boba Fett.
Oh boy!
There were rumors about that.
Is Book of Boba Fett getting a second season though?
Hopefully not. Hopefully not.
You hope not, Ben?
No.
You weren't a fan of Book of Boba Fett?
I mean, okay, but it was not top of my list for me.
I mean,
it wasn't terrible.
I mean, hey, what? I loved it. I can't necessarily call it a full-on Boba Fett show because 2 episodes were just straight up Mando episodes. So, you know, it would have been funner if Boba Fett actually got to appear more in his own show. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Okay, 50. What's your numero uno, my man?
Okay, so you guys remember what was my number 1 for when we did the Doctor Strange one?
Yeah, I think
it was not Who related. Okay, how is it related to Doctor Who?
And, you guys remember what was my number 1 for the Flash one?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I know where we're going with this.
Can anyone guess what my number 1 for this list is going to be?
Simba.
Jedi and Sith wield the Ashlar and Bogan, the light and the dark. I'm the one in the middle, the Bendu.
That would be fucking cool.
Tom Baker, the 4th Doctor, as the Bendu. Well, not the 4th Doctor, just Tom Baker as the Bendu. Give me Bendu. Tom Baker is still alive. Do not miss this opportunity to have the Bendu in live action. Tom Baker in the live action Star Wars series. Mm-hmm. He would be perfect for Ahsoka. He would be perfect for Obi-Wan. I can even see him working in Mando because there is a Force-sensitive character as a main character in that show. Like, Can you imagine just the Bendu having a conversation with Luke Skywalker in the Ahsoka series or Mando? Just what the fact that they have not used the Bendu yet boggles my mind. Like, he would have even been perfect in Last Jedi or Rise of Skywalker. like there were so many opportunities to use the Bendu besides his debut in Rebels. I'm shocked that they haven't used him already. And it's freaking Tom Baker doing the voice. Like,
and if God forbid something happens to Tom Baker, you can call one of the other former doctors and he can play like a brother of the Bendu or something like that.
It's weird that your brain immediately went to that, but I mean, no, I just love the Tom Baker's just that kind of voice.
Yeah.
But since you just put that idea in my head, do you know
what have I done?
Do you know who it actually does make sense as another Bendu, voice-wise?
Capaldi.
Yes! Capaldi's got a great voice.
Not just a voice. I would just like to see him in a Star Wars in general. I would like to see him pop up as I don't know, as somebody in the Empire or something. I think it'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, he's definitely got the face for an Imperial, but he's so versatile. He can be anyone in Star Wars. But
just make him freaking Grand Moff Tarkin if they're going to bring him back and potentially recast. I think he would nail it.
As Tarkin?
Yeah, I think he could do. Yeah, I mean, I think he could do it.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't see it. I can
Not
see him as
wise, but acting wise.
Just to make Jenna Coleman his wife, and I'll be fine.
I mean, dude, the age difference there, like, yeah.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I don't know if age is a major factor in the Star Wars universe.
Plus, I don't seem to remember Peter Cushing having a wife, but
We don't know.
Behind the scenes for those moths, we don't.
no, because there was a book specifically about Tarkin, and he never once mentioned the spouse.
That's also probably Legends. So, I mean, No,
that's canon. The Tarkin book is canon.
Never mind.
Like one of, if not the first books in the Disney canon stuff. So,
well, my point is, keep Jenna Coleman away from Peter Capaldi.
Yeah.
Yeah, but going back to my original number one pick, just have the Bendu showing up at some point to give Mufasa-like advice to one of the characters.
There's the Lion King reference.
Took me a while to get there, and I somehow managed to combine Lion King and Doctor Who together.
Bravo for that. That was quite
I am the Bendu, the one in the middle. that line right there.
Yeah.
That line right there. That's
bravo 50. I
okay. Can I finish my thought and we can move on to Ben's number one? That line right there. The Bendu is not a light side force user. He's not a dark side force user. He's the one in the middle, perfectly balanced as all things should be. Like in Rebels, we see him give advice to Ezra and Kanan. At the same time, he's helping Maul. So, yeah, to have a character that sort of bridges that gap, especially in Ahsoka, who considers herself to be a gray Jedi-ish type character. Why am I hearing myself twice?
I'm not hearing you twice.
Do you guys not hear an echo?
No.
I do.
I don't.
Hello.
I'm not hearing anything. Maybe it's me.
Maybe. Hello? Yeah, it is you.
It's always me. It's always me.
Yeah. So shut up. Anyways, I'm going to shut up now because I can't bear the sound of my voice twice. So, the Bendu. Go ahead, Ben.
Satine in Obi-Wan.
Did you just say Satine in Obi-Wan?
Yeah.
That's my number one, too.
Oh, holy shit.
What are the fucking odds? Wow.
You guys are so boring. You have the exact same list.
Oh my, well, what are the odds that would both be our number one? Holy shit, I thought it was being clever. Apparently not.
I'm going to be honest. I had not even considered the possibility of Satine flashbacks.
Yeah,
You
well,
know,
let's hear why
shame
Ben.
on me. Shame on me.
Well, you also know a
It
lot more.
only makes sense. I mean, he's by himself. He had a love in the Clone Wars. Why not more
So,
Satine?
so he's
Maybe
having so he's having fantasy flashbacks about his former love when he's sleeping alone in the desert.
Well, that's the erotic version, yes.
And imagine the optics of that, Ben, for a second.
Is that a lightsaber in your pocket?
I mean, No, it's a great pick for your number one. Just you need to work on pitching it a little
Well, no,
bit
see,
better.
I had something a little bit similar to Ben, but I mean, mine was a little bit more expanded because, I mean, like you said, he's alone by himself in the desert. So, of course, he could potentially spend the time wrestling whether he made the right choices and what.
that's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Yeah, like what could have been with her because you clearly tell there could have been something there. So it's just more like reminiscing about what could have been. That's kind of where I'm coming from with it. It's just like, how different would have my life been? Kind of like, think about it this way. In the movie The Wolverine, we do see flashbacks of Jean Grey. What if Satine plays a similar role?
Oh, and Deadpool 2, where he keeps seeing Vanessa.
Right. Yeah.
Or in Hellbent when the Doctor keeps seeing Clara in the TARDIS. Sorry,
Yeah.
Heaven Sent. That was the wrong episode, but you get the meaning.
Did he just fumble a Doctor Who thing? I never thought I'd see the day. And it happened live on camera. But yeah,
Oh, really?
exactly like that.
Really? Come back with me.
Get
Yeah,
back here. But
Do you know what I have to say to that?
What?
Well spotted, Batman. Go to the head of the class.
hey, actually,
Congratulations.
did somebody actually put all those cutscenes together in YouTube so people can watch them?
Yeah.
Hey, because I wouldn't mind seeing that. But no, exactly like you said, 50. Like, yeah, like Clara and the Doctor. I don't know. I kind of think it would I think that being alone, like, kind of would mess with his consciousness. He's already talking to Force Ghost, so why not have the ghost of his dead lover?
As long as they're not showing up together.
Yeah, that'd be
Obi-Wan,
awkward.
Qui-Gon and Satine and Yoda at the same. Like, why am I seeing all three of you at the same time?
Yeah, I could just see that awkward conversation. Satine's like, Obi-Wan, I have something to tell you. I've met someone, and it's fucking Qui-Gon.
We had love in the afterlife.
Yo, whoa. Yeah, our love is otherworldly.
Yeah.
But
Timing. We could never figure out good timing.
yeah. But one of the main reasons, though, I want to see that is because of what Ewan McGregor could do with it. Because the dude is a phenomenal actor.
Yeah.
Phenomenal actor.
So here's a question. Now to play this out. Who would you cast as the team?
Who played her in Clone Wars?
The Clone Wars was hold on, team actress. And somebody named Anna Graves.
Or Google. Doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah, I've actually never heard of her before.
You know,
But who? Ooh, this would be fun. Amy Adams.
I have another one.
Who?
Yeah, but isn't she a little young? Then again, I mean, she died young.
Yeah, there you go.
Marianne Cotillard, the woman from
Marianne Cotillard.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be good. Talia al Ghul herself. She's an Academy Award-winning actress, so you know she could have fun with it. Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah,
I like that.
It will never happen.
Anything's possible, my friend. Anything is possible.
Trust in the Force, you must, Ben.
Remember, they got Harrison Ford back. Anything is possible.
Yeah, I don't know how the fuck that happened.
They got him back twice.
Yeah, I can tell you how that happened. They finally said, we'll kill off the character like you wanted. That's why he got stuck in Carbonite the first time, because he wanted to kill the character.
No, I was talking about how they got him back for Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, that is a bit of an enigma.
I'm happy with it. I love that scene.
Me too, but anyway.
Yeah, I think, honestly, it was a harder task to get him to come back for Force Awakens than it probably would have been for Lab, right?
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Actually, no. I think for Force Awakens, I think they said something about they got him back as Han Solo, promising him that he can play Indiana Jones again. And we're still waiting on that one.
They're filming it right now, actually.
Yeah, but and also they made the promise to him like in 2013 or something like that.
Yeah.
Because Force Awakens was 2015.
Well, it says here a month ago, Frank Marshall has confirmed that they wrapped production on the sequel. So
I know, but it's not coming out for 1 more year.
I'm just happy they
Dude,
made it.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Right, but I'm just happy they made it.
Yeah, me too.
All right, so that is the end of the list. So Ben, it is your topic for next week.
It's such a mystery. I have to come up with it.
And also, just for everyone awareness, next week we're actually returning to our old time on Saturday mornings to help 50 out because of his work schedule. And yeah, so we were supposed to do it this week, but I ended up having to work.
And that is why I was half sleeping the entire time.
Oh, gotcha. But yeah, so we are returning back to our old slot next Saturday at 9:30 in the morning on Pacific time and whatever time it is for you over there. So it's 9:30, 7:30. 7:30.
Yeah.
Anyways, 50. Where can everybody find you?
You can find me. Speaking of Doctor Who, I also have my Doctor Who show on this channel, the greatest show in the galaxy, every Monday. I just had these two wonderful gentlemen competing in the first ever edition of Doctor Who Said It, which is my version of a mixture of the quotes game from Unwind and the Alien game from Let's Talk About Star Wars. So we just had the first edition of that. I'm planning another one in a couple of months, so stay tuned for that one. I'm also every now back to Saturdays on this channel with Northern Countdown. I also have my own YouTube channel, 50 Shades of Geek. And speaking of the Lego Star Wars and Skywalker Saga, I'm planning to get that on Twitch whenever it comes out next week. So I believe that's all I have for now. That's everything I've got going on this channel at the moment. Hint, hint.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
If I can manage to figure it out, and if I ever do get the game, we should do some online multiplayer for Lego Star Wars.
I don't think there is online multiplayer in that.
Oh, let's forget what I said then.
Yeah, but the TT Games philosophy is people sitting next to each other on the same couch playing the game.
Well, it's kind of hard.
That's how it always has been.
I would say it's kind of hard when we're in two different continents.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess they weren't planning on us meeting each other, I guess.
That's fair. But bastards. All right, and Ben, what about you? Where can everybody find you?
You can find me over on my YouTube channel in a little over 5 hours for Northern Unwind. A court game is coming back tonight, going to be a fun time. Tomorrow, come back to my YouTube channel for an episode of Deep Dive. Wednesday, an episode of Jedi Academy. And over here on this channel, Tuesday on Rewind the Tape, and Saturday on Northern Countdown.
Right on. And as for myself, you can find me on my personal Instagram and Twitter at soda_the_saxman. The next show you can find me on is Wednesday on the Squared Slice over here on this lovely channel in the Northern Entertainment Group, where myself and Dustin on the week before WrestleMania 38. We will.
You just flub a wrestling thing?
There's a lot of WrestleManias. There's the 38.
It's not a Doctor Who.
Yeah, but you know what? Considering you're the one who's bragging about how you can name Doctor Who from a GIF. But yeah, no, anyway.
It's been a long day, okay?
But no, anyways, this week on the Squared Slice, because next weekend is WrestleMania weekend, my personal Super Bowl. Myself and Dustin will be tier ranking the WrestleMania main events of the previous 37 WrestleManias. So definitely check that out. It's going to be a fun, potentially long time. So on behalf of myself, Ben, and 50, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to like the video. Leave any comments. Who would you like to see pop up in an upcoming Star Wars series? So once again, we will see you next week on the Northern Countdown. Have a good weekend, folks, and see you next week. So long.
Bye.